guys, this is Tina. Welcome back to my channel. I'm just here to do the final flip through of my junk journal. I made quite a lot of this with you guys online, so I'm sure it probably looks familiar to many of you. It is 6.5, just over 6.5 by 9. It's huge, so it actually goes out to about 4 inches at the widest part. It's a soft cover journal. I can't actually remember whether I made it from envelopes and covered it with fabric or whether it was card. I can't remember, I'm afraid. But it's, you know, it's nice and soft and squishy. You've got a snippet roll closure. I did do this, I'm pretty sure, on the video with you guys. So it's just got this lovely snippet roll. It's obviously been stitched on the sewing machine, and then I've just stitched a couple of pop studs there. Oops. Which obviously do up, and that's how it then, you know, that's how it works as a closure. And then you've just got this lovely charm on here, which I'd received in Happy Mail. And then the journal itself, so as I say, you've got this soft cover, and then you've got a whole collage of things layered up. You've got a chipboard tile on here, you've got a ruffle, you've got a flower down here, and then on the back it's just really plain, and you've just got the lace covering the spine and some lace down on the edge. Now going into the book, okay, so I had collaged the front, inside and outside of the front and the back covers. Sorry, not the inside and outside, the inside of the back and the front covers I've collaged. And then what we did, we made a pocket here with, I think this was an envelope, and I just collaged up some stuff. We've got lace trim and things like that here as well. And then tucked in this pocket, this is just one of my little stitched flippy pad booklet things, and then you've just got a couple of kind of journaling pieces there tucked in there. They're just a couple of my number tabs in the large size, and this is glued at the bottom, so they're actually, you know, they're pockets, they're not going to drop out. So you've got lots of journaling space there. That's my food coloured paper, so that just goes in there. But I love how this looks now that we can see all of that lovely collage going on. So that just pops into the top bit there. Oops, not very easy to do this. I'm not round the camera or anything, but I'm trying not to get my head in. Then we've got a tag, which again, I think we made this on video, and you've got some ribbon and things. That just tucks in here. And then on this page, you've got here this pocket, and you've got a pocket here with just a little flippy pad. It's just got some scraps of coffee dyed paper. That tucks in there. And then in here, you've just got one of those I don't know really what to call these, but anyway, a little flippy out piece. So that just tucks in there like that. You've got some lace trim. Then here you've got a lovely corner pocket up here, and you've got lace trim, and then tucked in here we made this a large journaling card, and it's got some of that snippet roll on there, and it says believe in your dreams. So again, that just goes really nicely on that page. Then on here we just tucked with a paper clip, so you've got this gorgeous patterned paper, and here this journaling card, it's just plain on the back for journaling, and you've got a little belly band going on here. So in the belly band I've just tucked one of the tags in like that, and that's just got some lace as the tab, and some lace obviously and bling and things there. That just paper clips onto the side. And then on this page we've got this collage piece. It's the actual original, is it? Oh no, this might be a copy of it. I actually couldn't tell, to be honest. And then you've got some lace trim here. Now I've done this like a little pocket in the side. You've got a vintage copy of a vintage cigarette card there, and then some lace doily at the back, and then you've just got a digital printout there, and again that just goes in here. Then here we've got an envelope. So on this piece you've got a cluster, one of my stitched clusters, and in the side just popped in there this large tag, and again this was some that I'd had in my stash for a long time, and I just altered it with a couple of extra pieces. So you've got one of my book plates and some fabric and things, so lots of journaling space on the back. That just goes in there. Then on this side you've just got some scrapbook paper, a label, and some lace, and one of my curator's collection pieces. On here you've just got a dictionary definition on this food coloured paper, and then you've got this gorgeous paper clip here, which is, you know, really pretty tones of yellow, and that's holding in this large floating pocket, which again you could journal on the back of. And then just in there, these are some of my invoices. These are a free printable from my website, so if you wanted some of those, they're over on my website for free. And by my website I mean shabbydabbydoodah.co.uk, not my Etsy shop. So that's that. And then you've got some vintage book page, some of that vintage letter, just a copy of, butterfly here on the sheet music, and then one of those faux postage stamps. Then here you've got this gorgeous flower fairy image, and again that's on some of that gorgeous collage page printable. Fabric ruffle and a bow, and then tucked in there, this is one of my little flippy pieces, and if you watched the video I did say this was one of the first pieces I ever coffee dyed. So obviously it was when I thought you had to really screw the paper up to get it to take the coffee, so hence the very screwed up appearance. It has all been ironed, so it is actually flat now, but yeah, I mean obviously I overdid the folding or the creasing, and I just glued on a flower there to tie it in, you know, colour wise, so I thought it looked really good like that. And then going over the page, we've got, again, paper clipped on is one of my large tracing paper envelopes, and again another one of those invoices that are available on my website. It's just been distress inked and things, and then that just pops in there. This is just some stamped tracing paper on top of some coffee dyed paper, and then it's got obviously various things layered up and some lace. I think I did this on a video, you know, and I will try and remember to link that below. I have to say it's probably unlikely that I will remember, but if you want to see it, please nudge me. Dictionary definition here with some lace, and that just clips on. Here, this is one of my Burst in Bloom envelopes, which I just love how that looks. Doesn't that just look so pretty on that page? It's so vibrant and colourful. And I just made this gorgeous huge tag, and that just slots into that envelope. Now I'm struggling with my stuff dropping off of my desk. Let me just move the camera slightly so I can move the journal down a bit. So that just slots in there. Then in the side it's also a pocket, and I just popped in a little tag. And then you've got some lace trim and some bling and things on there. Then going over the page, I'm pretty sure we did this together. I love how this envelope looks. It's so pretty against this kind of wood grain scrapbook paper. And then open the envelope out, and again we just decorated it up a bit, and then just made one of those gorgeous flippy pad things with all different colours and things. And then obviously it's just got some lace trim at the top, so a good amount of journaling space there again. Oops. And that just goes in there. Then here I just put down some coffee dyed paper just for journaling, and a little piece there. Then you've got some coffee dyed paper, another one of the dictionary definitions, a food coloured label doily, and then here you've got a vintage envelope with some lace trim and a stamped stamp on some fabric. And in there I've just made this lovely journaling card. I love how this journaling card turned out. It's just so pretty. And that just obviously tucks in, and then you can just see that bird through the window envelope. And then on the back I just thought this pretty paper. These papers are all from my Spring Birds collection of background paper, songbird papers collection, and just look really pretty. This is not from the Songbird collection, this is from the Gosford Green, but again I just thought it went really nicely. Then here, this is some more food coloured paper, and you've got a bow down there, and then I just clipped on this gorgeous flip out, which I think we made this in the 3 in 30. It just flips out, so you've got room for journaling there, and then obviously it just folds up and you've got it decorated up, looking super pretty. And then just this gorgeous image here on this little I guess would be like a tab thing on the end of the envelope, little number tag. And then here you've got a glassine bag, which again has been layered up and decorated with various things. You've got some lace trim here and one of the Tim Holtz rosettes. And then tucked into the glassine bag I just popped this cute little piece that I just made, and a little curator's collection piece just slotted into there. So that just goes, oops, in there like that, hopefully. Yep. And then tucked behind, these are some printables in my shop. They're just like some envelopes with little matching sort of stationery. So again, that's just been all distress inked up, and that just goes in like that. So that's kept in there. Going over the page, this is the centre of the signature. I love how this looks, and I wanted to really keep most of the paper showing. So again, this is my Songbirds papers. I love how they look. And I've just put some ruffle down here and one of my button embellishments. And then here, you've just got a little foldy, you know, bookletty thing. Just with some coffee dyed paper there for journaling. It's a tuck spot, and behind there I've just put a tag. Lots of layering going on there. One of my number tabs up there and some lace trim at the bottom. Then going over the page, sorry, I just had some glue threads hanging from there. Going over the page, we've got this lovely envelope with a big vintage book image there, and again it's a pocket in the side, and I've just made this lovely journaling card, and that just slots in there like that. You've got some ribbon with a nice bow, and then tucked in the top, these are just one of those little foldy, you know, sort of envelopey type pieces. So it just winds round and then it opens out for journaling like that. So, you know, again, lots of nice journaling space in here. Even though you've got lots of decorative pieces, I think you've got, you know, lots of room for journaling too. So again, little ticket there and a flower, a number tab there, some lace, the rest of that tracing paper. This is the other side of that vintage envelope, which again, I've put on a stitched cluster there and some obviously scrapbook paper, not scrapbook paper, sorry, they're my vintage florals set 2 papers there. And then this side again, just one of my fussy cut birds, and then some of my dictionary definition, some lace, and then in the side again just popped in a little tag there. And these tags, these are just from again my Songbird tags. Then you've got obviously some doily, little number tab on the coffee dyed paper, vintage postage stamp, and then here this is some upholstery fabric, and it's just got some lace trim and a little printable bit. And then in here again, this is just a like coin envelopey thing. It's actually empty, but it's got a you know, a tag hanging from it. Sorry, I was trying to think what that's called. This tag I've had in my stash for a long time, so you know, that's kind of that. Again, I'd made this way back, so this was one of the first pieces again that I'd coffee dyed and very screwed up. Again, it's been ironed, but you know, lesson learnt there. Some lace fabric there, and then going over the page, I've got here a glassine bag, and inside the glassine bag, so this glassine bag, I tried to print this on my printer. Now my printer wasn't having any of it and it smudged quite a bit, but I still went ahead and used the bag. I've got there a large journaling card, which I just made and layered up some bits, and then here some of my vintage paperwork that again, it's just been copied onto coffee dyed paper, and then just decoupaged some napkin onto there. That just goes in there. And then, oops, just make sure I don't screw that up. And then on this facing page, you've got here this lovely kite, which again, I made this in my 3 in 30 alphabet challenge. And this one opens up, so you've got some journaling space there and here. So it's like secret journaling space really under those flaps. And I just thought that kite looked really nice going across the page. Then here you've got a belly band, and you've got here just one of my printables with some other bits layered up on it to just tie it in. So that just goes in, oops, in there like that. I might be better off putting it in from underneath. There we go. So that just goes in there. And then here you've got some ruffle on this sheet music and a number. Bit of lace here on this other bit of the letter, some vintage book page, obviously a bit of fussy cut flower there, or fussy torn. Vintage postage stamp with some doily, and then here this is another one of those bits of envelope. So you've got one of my stitched labels with just a piece of these are my grungy ephemera extra numbers there, so they go in there. One of my number tabs from I think set 2, and these are my glue book favorites set 2, I think. Some lace trim, and then here again just this large sort of journaling card. I've got kind of different things layered up on here and some decoupage napkin on there, so love how that looks. Just goes in there. And then here I've just got a tuck spot with a piece of ephemera, and that tuck spot is actually just a couple of different stamped images like layered up. I think there's another pocket here potentially. Oops, that you could, you know, put something in there as well. Then some lace trim down here, and then over the page. So this is that gorgeous large journaling card that I did on camera with you guys, and oh, I just love this so much. So yeah, I was wanting to hoard it really, and yeah, it's kind of, oh, do I want to part with it? But it's just this large journaling card, image from Edith Holden book, some vintage postage stamps of the postmark, and then some lace trim and a book plate and a tab. So that just paper clips on there. And then on this facing page, you've got just this pocket down the bottom, got some various bits and pieces going on the page. And then that pocket is holding this, you know, flip out, and it's got obviously magnets holding it closed. So really gorgeous. And then on the front, you've got obviously other bits from the Songbird papers. So I love how that envelope looks. It just looks so pretty. And that just tucks in there. And then this is the back page. So we've got, this page has got this gorgeous flip up. Now, let me just bring this down to show you. So this flips up. Now this is some Tim Holtz packaging. So you've got the hole here from the original packaging. But I just thought that worked so well with this lovely vintage book page image and things. So I, yeah, just layered up some stuff. And obviously it flips up, and then you've got this as a little pocket down here. Just got some of my vintage tickets. Some lace trim down there, and then obviously that closes. And then on the very back inside cover, again, you've got more of that collage, which I just absolutely love how that looks. And you've got this lovely envelope piece with a stamped crossword and a vintage book image. And then tucked into the top, you've got one of my little slot pockets, as I would call them. So that's got a little journaling card there. And that gorgeous image. I mean, it's so pretty, isn't it? And that just slots in the top like that. And then it's also a little pocket here. So you've got just another little vintage ticket popped in there at the side. And then you've just got some lace overhanging and some pearly trim and things. And that's it. You're then back to the beginning. So it's a pretty stuffed journal. I love how it turned out. It's quite eclectic, and you know, I'm trying much more to be a bit more eclectic. It doesn't really come naturally to me, so yeah, it's a bit of a challenge, but I'm enjoying doing it. So yeah, I hope that you like it. Obviously it is available in my Etsy, and yes, I will try and yeah, let you know obviously once it's sold. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all stay safe and well and have a great day. See you next time. Thanks then. Bye.